Facebook, it's your friendly nosy neighbor, Jessica Carden, flying El Solo Lobo today on this beautiful day here in Southeast Idaho, one of our last summery days before our fall hits, my favorite time of year. And so we decided we need to get out to the country. Let's get out to the country and find some of those businesses maybe that you don't even maybe possibly know about because they don't necessarily have a storefront out front. So we are out in Coltman. And I know everybody's like, oh, I know exactly where Coltman is. No, you might think you're in Louisville, or am I in Rigby? I'm in Idaho Falls. So we're out in the country coming kind of down. We came down Hit Road. Nope, we came down Woodruff, all the way across Highway 20 out into Coltman, into this kind of beautiful country setting because we're about to go into this building. You would never know from the outside, the unassuming outside, what we've got. But this is a really cool place and a couple of really cool ladies. By the way, I forgot all my stuff at the beginning. If you love local businesses, make sure to like and follow our page. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you love real estate, like we love real estate, head over to the Murdock Manwaring Company page and follow that. It is a hot market. There's a lot to keep up on, so you'll really enjoy it. All right, now we can get in there. Let's go in and check outside this business. We're going to talk to Country Creations today. Oh, and you might notice I look a little different. You may not even have recognized me because, you know, I got my hair cut today and sometimes I get my hair styled and straightened, but I can't do it myself, so I can only do it when I go in to see Indy Fowler, #Metamorphosis Salon. All right, let's go in. So this is a huge shop out behind this house, out in Coltman. Let's go in and take a look. Well, hello.
Hi, welcome to Country Creations.
Well, so I'm Jessica, the nosy neighbor. Can we ask a few questions about Country Creations?
Absolutely. I'm Laurel Hall, the owner, and this is my daughter, Crysta Hall, my assistant manager.
Not Hall anymore. I got married, remember?
It's hard for parents when they get married.
That's recent.
It's hard, yes.
So we are a home-based business that's been run by our family for over 30 years.
Wow. Okay, so tell us, when we say Country Creations, what is it?
Country Creations is mainly a workroom and design facility for window coverings. I also do other small projects like small upholstery and pillows and things like that. Some quilting and
Well, I mean, this is an amazing shop out here that no one even knows is here behind your house. So tell us, who is your customer? Who would come in? Window coverings? That's the main. But who's coming to this? Are you guys doing it for businesses? It's a person come in?
Oh, absolutely. I welcome all businesses as well as the clientele, the natural.
Just average
person.
Yeah.
That's the word. Average person that needs window coverings.
So when we say window coverings, what does that entail? Just curtains?
Curtains, blinds, valances, cornice boards, Roman shades, shutters.
Oh my goodness.
Vertical blinds. The whole gamut
window coverings of any kind.
On a window.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So before we get too far in, if somebody needs this, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, basically by phone. I do have a website, and you're more than happy to leave us a message. We're on Facebook. The best place to get a hold of me is just call me direct. It's 208-535-9003.
Perfect.
And those Facebooks are Facebook/HIGH, so CCLLC.
CCLLC. Okay. So if they've got, that makes perfect sense.
And that's Instagram as well.
All right. All right, let's find out a little more about this place because there's a lot of going on in here.
There is.
There is.
So when we're talking about window coverings, I see all of this. I mean, these are custom window coverings. Like, are you picking fabrics and doing all that kind of stuff?
From the very beginning.
Oh my
goodness. I will help you pick fabrics. I will help you design your window. If you've got something in mind, if you've got a color, a vision for your window and your space, I'm more than happy.
A Pinterest vision?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes. It's great for you to do your homework as well and kind of get an idea of what you want, so that when I come in, it's just a matter of finding the right fabric and then putting everything together, and then I also install it all.
So not just making it, the whole
We do
gamut.
everything.
I tell people all they have to do is open the front door.
Wow.
And I'll take care of the rest.
So, okay, let's walk through the process. Let's say I've got a window. Now, would you do just one window if I just want my living room? Would you do one window, or do I need to do
Absolutely.
the whole house? Okay.
You can,
Absolutely.
and you can do it. You can break your job up into 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different things. You know, we need
Work
just
room
depending
to
on-
room.
Yeah.
We need to
Exactly.
do that to help you to be able to afford custom made and the good stuff.
Yes.
We
That
will do
lasts
it.
for
It just makes us
years.
better friends.
That's fantastic. Okay, walk me through. Let's
Okay.
talk from beginning, and because I see some amazing. So, how does this all begin, and where does the process go?
So you call me, and I set up an appointment. I get your color palette. I ask you what your color palette is. I ask you if you've looked for any pictures, or if you have your own fabric.
Oh,
So you can pick your own fabric if you want to do something a little more budget friendly. You can do something from like Joann's or wherever you could. Maybe you've had fabric for years and years.
that
and
you've
years.
always wanted to. You saw it
Yes.
sometime, and now it's time. Okay.
Right.
Absolutely.
So then we set up an appointment, and I come out to your home. This is a home. I come basically to your house
Because you've got to go see it.
Yeah, and
Plus-
we'll wear masks and, of course, keeping all the COVID
regulations.
regulations, you know.
Yes.
So it's completely safe for us to come.
Oh, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I'm
So we're coming out to the house. You're going to come to the house.
I'm going to come to the house because your lighting is different than my lighting is.
Oh,
as
I didn't
well.
think about lighting.
So sometimes a green in here will look more of a brown green, and it might look more of a blue green in your home. So it's very important for you to see these fabrics in your space.
So, okay, so let me think about that. So I'm looking at these walls, and I'm always attracted to these beautiful fabrics. Are you bringing these
Yes.
to my house? Do I have to
Absolutely.
know my colors before you show up? Do I have to have an idea so that you can bring these things?
It's helpful to have your carpet color,
Oh.
your sofa color, things like that, so that we can kind of get an idea of what, you know, I don't want to bring purples and pinks
Right.
if your color palette is greens and blues or grays.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's
okay.
easier for me.
Because I look at this and I'm like, oh my word, there are so many.
There is.
Yes.
So, this is a lot in here.
There is.
Well, we carry the most samples in this region of the Idaho.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yes,
we have
we've
the biggest library in eastern
Wow.
Idaho.
So could someone come out here? I'm off track. I get you guys on track to go through the whole, but now I've got a million questions. Could someone come out and look if they don't have any idea? Like, because I look at this one and I'm like, ooh, I love that one, but oh, I love that one, and then I love this one. Can they come out and look?
Absolutely.
decide to see?
Just let me know when they're coming, because it's a home-based business. Sometimes I'm out installing,
Right, of course.
and I wouldn't be here.
Right.
So they do need to set up
Make
a
an
time.
appointment. Would they need to come out before you come to their house?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'll get you back on track because I've taken you off track. So you're coming out to the house and you do measurements? Is that
We
what?
do,
Absolutely.
we do all the measuring.
Make sure it fits
We make sure
perfectly.
everything fits. We help design your window coverings. We help you choose fabrics. I have all the hardware you need. I can
get
run
that
you through
custom.
all of the hardware colors,
Wow.
all of that, all of your rods, your drapery rods. I have.
Would you
access
have
to.
more selection than if I went into a store here locally?
Oh,
Oh, yes.
absolutely.
Yes,
Ah,
I have
Absolutely.
everything they have plus more,
wow.
plus bigger. For your big windows, you can't get something over 100 inches in town, but I can get it.
So I'm looking at this because you've got this along here. Like this is one window. You
Yes,
can't.
this is
that's
one
a
window.
huge. Now what is that called?
This is a cornice board.
Cornice board.
Let's show that to you.
Wow, look how beautiful that is. And did you build the board?
Yes.
Yep,
this
we
is-
built the board
This is
as well.
custom built. We buy the lumber.
Wow.
My husband builds all the all the cornice, and then we cover it.
Wow. So then drapes would be coming out
From underneath.
from underneath here.
Correct.
Yes.
That's beautiful, and that beautiful fabric.
Thank you.
Okay. So you've come out, you've measured, you've talked about colors, you've seen my light in my house and my
Correct.
stuff. So then what happens next?
So you'd make decisions, and then I get you a price right on the spot if I can.
Wow.
Some projects require more time for me to figure it out, but if we're only doing one window, I can usually get you a price right on the spot.
Wow.
The price I give you is usually the exact price. If there's additional fabric that's needed or something like that, you're not going to get extra charge for that.
Wow.
If I measure it wrong, it's mine. If you measure it wrong, it's yours.
Which is a good reason to have you
So-
come out and measure.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So then how long from there? So let's say we've got that done. We've picked it out. We've decided what the window is going to look like. How long from that point until I get drapes?
Well, right now I'm backlogged about 8 weeks.
Gotcha.
And that's much less during the summer because we start to slow down because everyone wants new coverings for Christmas and Thanksgiving.
I didn't think about that.
We are going into my busy season.
That would make
Christmas.
sense, getting the house ready for company.
Right.
Exactly.
In the summer,
Right.
everyone's out and about and they're out of
Yes.
that. I didn't even think about that.
Yes. And COVID has slowed us down a little bit. I'm having a little trouble getting all of my rods in a timely manner. It's taking a little bit longer, but that's just the nature of our world
Yeah.
now.
Yep, it is.
But I try to get it as quickly as possible with the best product that I can make.
So let's talk about, and so, okay, now so we're 8 weeks until it's ready to install. How long does an install take?
Install is usually
Depends on the house and the job.
Depends on the house and the job, the size. One window, probably a couple hours. It takes a little bit to take down what you already had
Oh,
and then put up new. And we always make sure that if we make a hole or there's a hole left from your old stuff, we're going to patch that for you so that
Wow.
when you go back, it's paint only.
that's awesome.
So
Yes.
all you have to do is touch up the paint.
That is awesome.
So
Okay, so we're talking about, by the time you make decisions, you're 8-ish weeks
Yes.
to get everything put back in. So let's talk about the variety. So I see curtains, and you talked about your
We've got cornice boards.
cornice boards, but you said we need window covering. So like blinds and shutters,
yes.
like so.
come on over here.
Look at this.
This is a standard faux wood blind. A lot of people are doing these. They're less expensive than a real wood blind, but they function really well. This one actually is a routeless one, meaning that the route that the strings go in does not go down the middle. It goes through this little groove right here.
Oh wow.
And so if
So
I
if
want
you-
to clean this,
Look
I
at
can take
that.
that right out of
Because
there.
that is a big problem. Is how I hate cleaning blinds.
And so I can take that right out of there. If your dog chews
Chews
on
it up?
we can change things around or get you some new slats if we need to.
And variety of
variety
Oh my goodness.
It's phenomenal. Every color in the book.
beautiful.
We've got
I love
even
that
some
one.
textures.
Wow.
Those grays are so popular right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, I mean, rather than, because this is what I would expect, this is the kind of standard, you get white blinds, but this is very high,
Oh.
I mean, that very,
very high end.
yeah, so let's talk about that when we talk about high end. So if I buy this, if I have a standard window and I go to Home Depot and I buy this, how much difference of a cost from a Home Depot to something that's like this is it going to be? Is it significant on blinds?
Well, there's a difference in a lot of ways between Home Depot and custom made. Home Depot has the great ready-mades. If you're in a hurry to get something and can just get something chopped off real quick, then that's great. They're going to give it to you. You're going to take your measurements in there. And if you measured it wrong and it's short now, you're going to buy another blind.
Yep. Yep.
If I measure it, you're going to have to wait a few weeks. But I'm going to install it. You don't have to install it, which you have to do with Home Depot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we
If
also
there's-
restring
That's true.
So
We
if
restring
there's-
all of our
if one
blinds.
of your cords or something goes wrong.
Cords normally are not guaranteed in the blinds, but
Oh,
I guarantee them.
Ah.
So if you buy from me, your cords are guaranteed.
Wow. Yeah.
Um,
That's amazing. I never even thought of having these, like, I would, beautiful.
yeah, they are. They're gorgeous colors.
Yeah.
Fabulous colors.
I never even
Fabulous
knew.
companies.
Oh, awesome.
So I've got some great companies I work with.
Yeah.
I work with all of the Kirsch products. I work with Hunter Douglas. Many of the
Raleigh.
others.
Raleigh's our hardware,
Yes.
mostly.
And Scandia, BDD, Alta. There's so many I keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
It's like
But
you're
we
at the
cover
Oscars
a
and you're
lot.
forgetting. There you go. That
Yes.
makes sense. So in this, so you've got blinds and then custom blinds, but then you said also shutters,
I do
Absolutely.
shutters
like
as well.
plantation shutters.
Plantation shutters.
Really?
For the inside of your
Indoor.
house.
Indoor.
Because
inside your home.
really plantation shutters are for the outside of the house, kind of where.
If you think
like
about
storm.
it, on the,
True,
they're
right.
decorative on the outside.
But these
of
are for
your
the
house.
interior.
These
Oh,
are the
excellent.
interior shutters.
So is that the same kind of time to do plantation shutters? Because that's a different
Those-
animal, right?
Those
Those
take a
are
little
much
bit
different
longer.
animals. Yeah, yeah.
Those take a little bit longer to get
Yeah.
in. A blind like this would be about 3 weeks. A shutter is about 8.
Gotcha. So kind of
Just
like
due to
curtains.
the fact, and they're made in America. The ones I do for Hunter Douglas, just so you guys all know,
Yeah.
Hunter Douglas is American made in Salt Lake City for their shutters.
Wow.
So we can get them.
So we can get them a little bit faster. We don't have to go through customs,
Right.
which is fabulous.
Oh.
So-
Yeah, because I love the plantation shutter. I mean, that is
yes.
a popular thing to do, to move out of blinds to plantation shutters.
Yes.
Very. By the way, in real estate, also very great for appeal
Resale.
and value.
Oh
on a
yes,
home.
resale
Yeah.
is so much higher
Yeah.
on a shutter.
Yeah.
And then you
Yes.
see a lot of shutters that unfortunately have gaps in around them. We make sure those gaps don't happen. Like there'll be a little bit of give in the shutters,
Yeah.
but we put a bar in so the light doesn't come through.
Wow.
And
so
we also
that it is
caulk around it, which most people don't do.
Oh, really?
so that it's nice and sealed.
So you can
and
get a
perfect.
dark room even with a shutter. 'Cause that's all you think
Absolutely.
about. You need a curtain, a blackout curtain to darken a room. But you
Yes.
could do that with a shutter. Oh, excellent.
Really, a lot better than just a blind, yes.
Yes.
Than a shutter.
Wow.
Drapery's still your number one.
Of course, because that's how you get a black in your room. Okay, so we've gone through drapes and blinds. What else do we miss in window
We did
coverings?
shutters. I make my
shutters.
own Roman shades.
Oh,
show
what
you
is a
this.
Roman shade?
We are going to show
We're going
you.
to show you. This is a Roman shade.
Oops, the cord has hidden itself.
This is a Roman shade, and it works towards me, just like
Wow.
this is.
And this is
just
a
like
loopy.
a blind.
And that would seem very dark, like very
This
black
does
or
it.
out.
Oh yeah,
It's
this works
inside your
fantastic.
window,
Wow.
and it blacks out really well.
And this one's a loopy one, so it's got a little bit of body to it. We can make them flat as well, so that it's just really nice and up and tight. It's flat like that.
So this is kind of the combo of a blind and a drape.
Correct.
Yes.
Very.
It's like
and
it's like if a blind and a drape had a baby.
You'd
that's
have
right.
Roman
It would be a
shades.
Roman shade.
That's not what it's like, but there you go. Yeah. Oh,
But
so,
I can make these out of almost any fabric you can imagine.
so you don't have to have drapes. You could get blinds, but then the fabric, which I love the fabric.
You could have
do
any fabric.
anything you
I
want.
want some of these.
Like Tommy's keeping quiet, but he would
I
love
want
these.
some of these for our.
I would love to have it because we have a lot of these, right? I would love these.
Let's do it.
Okay.
When would you like to get together?
Let's get that on the calendar. So tell me the difference of cost here to here. So if I
Okay.
was going to do a beautiful custom, but then I'm like, ooh, maybe I want to. How much different of cost?
These are about double
Of
what
a-
a regular blind
A
is.
blind is going to be. Gotcha.
Yes.
So this will black out our bedroom.
Oh, absolutely.
Correct.
And what we're using right now is misery.
Well, this is not a time to discuss that, Mr. Carden.
I'm telling you, this looks like a solution, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's
I mean,
beautiful,
then I
yes.
look at all of this and I go, oh, you could have your
So much.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
And do these tuck all the way up in so it's nice and
So these ones here
These
are going
are
to be
going
going
under
under
that
to this
cornice.
cornice. So they'll tuck up under
they
the
will
cornice.
completely up
So we
underneath.
can do a cornice on ours.
Yes.
Listen,
but we also
this
have
is not
another.
the time, Mr. Carden, for your own personal.
But we also have an option where we have a little curtain. It's called a
little
valance.
valance.
Oh,
that
gotcha.
comes down and
down
hangs
here.
down, and so it will tuck up in.
Oh,
Or
wow.
And I
almost
can-
all the way
Down
up
in
in.
the theater room to black it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've just got to
Oh,
ignore
yes.
him because now he's going to dress our entire house on video. Oh, I
yeah.
love that.
Isn't
really
that awesome?
neat. And so you don't have to have the I want to say layers or tiers. You could have just a flat.
have a
Just
flat
have a
one.
flat one.
It
yeah.
will still pull up like this.
Oh, right.
But
makes
when
sense.
it's down,
It'll be
it will
nice
be
and flat.
Beautiful.
I love that.
so
Yeah.
the other thing with these is I have several different types of control systems.
Oh.
I have a continuous loop. This one is a string one. I have a continuous loop where the loop goes just
Where you go like this?
yeah.
Oh.
We can
And
do
then I
that.
have
Because
a
you know this is
cord-free
the
one.
this is the bane of my existence.
Yes. I also have a cord-free one where you have a little tassel here that you pull down and it goes up.
Like a
Just
what are
Like
those called?
A roller shade.
A roller shade.
yes.
Ah, and you can do this with a roller shade?
I can.
Does it
do-
roll up like a roller
So
shade?
you'll pull
I
it down
can-
kind of like you know those school ones, the
Yeah.
projector screens. So you pull it down, and then you bring it down just a little bit, and it'll come back up.
And it pulls up just like this.
Wow, I love that. Does that last longer or not as long as say a cord? Because that seems like it's a mechanical thing, right?
Your cord and your continuous loop are
Yeah.
your best bet
They last.
They
Because
last
there's
longer.
less
because you're not dealing with a spring.
a
that
spring.
might-
That's a good. I want to
might
say
come undone.
engineering, or I don't know what the word was for it, but mechanics. Oh, I love those Roman shades. I would have never even thought. Of course, this is why I love Nosy Neighbors. Okay, so we have Roman shades. We have blinds. We have plantation shutters. We have drapes.
Right.
You guys don't have anything else to blow my mind, right? That I
So-
don't
Oh,
know.
of course.
Of course, there is.
So we do upholstery. So this
Small upholstery.
small
Oh,
upholstery.
people ask about that all the time.
So this
Recovering the chair.
Your
exactly.
kitchen chair,
So
yeah,
this is this chair
absolutely.
over here that we're in process of recovering. So
Ah.
we took out all the previous fabric
Mm-hmm.
so that you don't have to.
These are your grandma's chairs, the ones that you want to keep, but they look like they've been in grandma's house.
Yes. And we can
Exactly.
update them with any
Whatever
fabric,
fabric
you
you
choose,
choose.
pretty much.
This one gets to have this
Ooh,
beautiful,
beautiful.
fabric.
That's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
That will be.
It's new fabric.
Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, just
So-
gorgeous.
You know, so we'll get to recover
That'll be
that,
very
and
pretty.
we put it all back, screw it down tight so that it doesn't wiggle or come out of the seat, just the way it was before. And
Ah. Now, if I think about this is the new thing, right? You find something at a yard sale or a secondhand shop, and they want to refinish this. You guys can do the cushion.
absolutely,
If they go and get their stuff refinished, and then, which is by
Yeah.
Creative Wooden Things, plug for them because they will help you refinish that furniture or do it for
Yes.
you. But then this is something else. I love that. Neat.
So.
and then if you've got a loose cushion, just for a chair or
uh-huh.
that you just
Like
want to have
outdoors?
loose. Yeah, we have outdoor
cushions.
fabric.
We do outdoor fabric. I can do great big huge long benches, and I have done. Even if they're curved, I can still cover them
Wow.
You know,
and get a cushion for them and pillows and
and you
the whole
don't have to
thing.
have the foam and cushion ahead of time. You just tell us the thickness, and we've got a lot
Of all the stuff. I mean, I feel
CR
like
foam.
this is like an entire store in one place.
It is.
It is. You just
It
have to
is.
wait on for
Yeah,
a
you
little
get it in,
bit, but
right.
it's beautiful what we put out, and if it's not what you wanted, we fix it.
That's amazing. Well, that is, isn't that what custom's all about? And
That's
we
what it
went a couple last month. We went to Van Campus, and he was saying, you know, most people don't know you can have your couch customized.
Right.
And he's like, people just don't. They just expect, but it's because we don't want to wait. But if you're willing to wait, you can get custom, gorgeous, exactly what you want.
exactly.
Going to last a while.
It takes a while, but it's worth it.
Worth it. We're not good at
Yes.
patience. Well, I was looking this. This is amazing. So this is this how you? Is this how? I mean,
this
because
is
this
how
isn't
I-
for sewing.
This is our favorite machine.
This is our favorite machine. This is a drapery folder,
Oh.
We've got this one folded.
this one's folded already, but we hook it up there on some little
If you see the
pins.
little hooks.
Oh,
on
yep,
the
yep.
side.
The little teeny hooks.
and then this slides down and just folds everything so beautifully
How's
and
it going?
nicely.
So you go this up, hook, 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 and then it comes down like a weave.
correct.
So we
Like
can bring.
a loom.
Would you like me to run it for you?
Yes, we can
Yes!
absolutely show you.
Okay.
It takes a minute to get the compressor and all that
What in the world?
hooked up.
I love, what is it called? Gadgets. I
It's
love
gonna be
gadgets.
loud for a moment.
It's run by air?
Yep. Oh goodness.
Got it?
Here we go.
We're down.
Bring her down.
I feel like we're going up a roller coaster.
It's usually faster than this, but I don't have the air up. Okay. So, we would take
Oh,
the
yeah.
drapery,
I've been stabbed by those before.
and then we just start pushing these in here.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Keep your arms and legs inside the ride.
Yep, inside the vehicle.
Okay. Go ahead,
There we
Crysta.
go.
Up she
And
goes.
it just folds it up perfect. Look at that. Now it looks like you're making giant pasta.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, that's good.
And there we go.
And we just finish it off right here.
Wow. Amazing. Oh, I love it. That is awesome. Yeah, beautiful. That's very satisfying to watch.
Oh.
You know how you watch the videos and it's very satisfying when things are just, to watch it is very satisfying. That's very
Yes.
It's a
satisfying.
little loud at the moment.
Oh, well, it's amazing. Well, that is awesome.
And a time saver.
I imagine.
We used to fold them when I was a kid on the table.
and
And
yeah,
one drapery would take what?
30 minutes,
10, 30 minutes, depending on the size.
depending on how well I could get my kids to behave.
If I was listening, yeah.
That is
It was always
amazing.
me.
And this, what we had like 10 seconds to put
Yes.
it together, and
Wow.
you know, it was really fast.
Wow, that's awesome.
So-
Fantastic. Well, you guys are amazing. So you also said this is a quilting machine.
This is a
Yes.
quilting
So do you
machine.
guys do custom quilting?
Yes, we do.
Wow.
Yes, we do. In
How,
fact,
there's
we-
only 2 of you. Are there more elves that come in at night?
Only for installing.
Oh my
only for
goodness.
installing. Yes, my husband comes and helps me install everything because he's my muscle
He's the
man.
handyman.
Heavens,
He's
you
a
guys are,
handyman.
I'm a little
But
worried
it's
that
a
you're
3-team. And
miracle workers. Good
So
heavens.
we do have a quilt on the quilting machine right now.
that-
If I don't know if you want to see it run.
Here, can you see it go around? Oh, yes.
You can go around. And
Yes,
come up
I
here
love
if
to
you'd
see how
like
things
to.
go. Oh, look at this.
So with the quilting machine,
I really,
Yeah,
I
I'm not
agree that we
quite
should
set
have
up
these.
yet.
We were just getting this on last night,
Wow.
so we
Yeah, we
weren't
got this
quite
on.
So
started.
is this a baby quilt?
this is
This
a
one
baby
is.
quilt, and we hand put the blocks together.
Oh, did you guys do that or did they bring you a quilt top?
So they brought us the fabric,
On
most
this
of the
one.
fabrics, not all of them. We got a few of them, but they oh my goodness, stuttering real bad there. But so they brought the fabrics and we cut them down to size and put them all, stitched them all together, and
Wow.
and now we're putting the
And you're
back on
putting
the
back
front.
and quilting. Look at that.
We supply all the batting and
Wow.
And away it goes.
How do you know where you're going? Are you just making this up as you go along?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
That's the fun part of quilting is you get to do your own design. You can do rabbit ears. You can follow a pattern if you want to. But this is a beautiful little baby girl's quilt. And her mama will be very excited to get it. The baby isn't born yet.
Yeah.
So that's how we quilt.
Wow. So if you needed a baby quilt, how much does it cost to have it quilted? Let's say you've got your quilt top and your stuff. How much does it cost if you just needed it quilted?
If you had your quilt top already made and for just the batting and the quilt, a baby quilt would run about $75 to $100 depending upon how thick you want the batting. If you want just a standard batting like we're doing here, it would be $75. But it could run up higher than that.
Well, these are the quilts that you have forever. I mean, when you have
yes.
a quilted quilt, this is what you use forever. You take,
Right.
you know.
Exactly.
That gets put in your treasure chest.
That's right.
under your-
Absolutely.
This is the one you pass down to your grandchildren and to your great grandchildren.
Yeah.
So
Amazing. Well, I have quilted before, and this would be very much more convenient.
yes,
Yes.
it is.
If you've ever put up quilt frames in your living room and then tried to quilt your quilt, but that
But
takes forever.
Yeah, we can do baby quilts. We can do all the way up to California Kings on this.
That's because it is huge.
So-
Wow. So how long would it? So what's the time frame if somebody needed a quilt made? How long does that take?
It
It
depends,
depends on
to
what
do
the
that.
backlog is.
and it depends on if we have to sew the top like we did on this one or not. If we do, it puts it out a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
but
we've got to get to it. But most of the time we can get a quilt done within about 3 to 5 weeks.
Wow. Amazing. You guys, this is the most amazing little shop. I feel like we're in like Santa's workshop, but it's Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Because this is the stuff that doesn't have to do with the toys. It's awesome.
This is the stuff Mrs. Claus is.
wishes she
Counterparts.
had it.
That's right. That's right. These are the elves. These are Mrs. Claus's elves. You guys are
Yes.
Mrs. Claus's elves.
Yes.
Because it's not toys. It's stuff for other people, the grown-ups.
Correct.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's awesome. Is there anything we missed that we didn't talk about today? Because
So-
this is amazing.
We do decorative as well. We've got swags and stuff that we
Or
didn't talk
valances.
about. It's a type of valance, but it can be really decorative like that.
Beautiful.
So we can go formal and we can go manly and we can go country. All those different styles
And lots
we
of
can do. We can service just about anybody,
Any vision?
any vision. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
and we can reverse
awesome.
pleats on draperies so that you don't have to see them if you want a real slick look.
We can really modern.
Oh, real?
We can
I
do
didn't
modern
think about that.
draperies. Yes, we've
Yeah.
got all kinds of things we can do.
You guys
Call
are
in
amazing.
and just need to call us and
And say, let's get together and
let's
figure
do
this out.
this. Yeah.
You know, in that first consultation, that up until we accept or don't accept the bid, it's completely free. It's completely free.
So to
for
give
us
that
come.
consultation,
Absolutely.
oh, wonderful. So you guys come out to the house and say, let's figure it out, and that no
There's
cost.
no obligation
obligation.
and no cost.
That's awesome.
Now, after the first one, if you're having trouble deciding, I might leave some books for you to look at because you do need to see the books in different lights as well. That's another thing too. Is the fabric will change from a sunny day to a cloudy day to evening to morning. All those different lights, you really do need to see the fabric in all of those lights so that you know what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
So,
You
morning,
guys-
noon, and night.
Amazing. The Hall Miracle Workers, right here. No, wait, not Hall anymore.
Not anymore. I'm
said
Hollenback though.
Hollenback. That's awesome. Well, thank you for showing us and letting us come into the amazing workshop you guys have.
Well, thank you
thank
for
you for
coming.
coming.
All right, let's plug one more time. So this is High Country Creations. What's the phone number to call?
208-535-9003.
Fantastic.
And if you forget that, we're on Yelp.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Yes, we
That's
are.
fantastic. All right, Laurel and nope. Now I've got to do is try to
Crysta.
remember your last name. Crysta and not Christy.
Just Crysta. Like
not
crystal without
Crystal.
the L.
That's what. Do you have? It looks like crystal, or I read it crystal in my. Okay. These are all issues that no one needs to know about. Laurel and Crysta at High Country Creations, give them a call. You guys, this is amazing. Get custom and start changing. I mean, that is a great thing for your home. All right, this has been Jessica Carden, your nosy neighbor. You guys say it with me, keeping you in the know.